Social media has been buzzing all day with notifications about the big matchups that are set for tonight. I cannot wait for this event.
Yeah, guys, I'm not sure what it is, but there's something in the air. It feels like it might be one of those nights that changes everything here in WWE.
Backstage, Corey, has been growing with every minute. Everybody's raring to go. Coming right up is a match that can change the course of an individual's career. We have one of the best talents on the roster to date against an imposing adversary.
Who will reign supreme?
The following contest is a ladder match and is for the Women's Wrestling Championship. Introducing the challenger from Hanover, West Virginia, Nicole Case.
Here we go, guys. The title is hanging from the ceiling, and we're ready to get this thing underway.
And I assure you that if this ladder match is anything like the one we last saw, it will not be for the weak of heart, Michael.
And introducing the champion from Davenport, Iowa, she is the Women's Wrestling Champion, Precious P. Clark.
What a great match we have here to start off this night, guys.
And Michael, I had to check twice when I saw this match listed as our opener. I mean, it could very well have been our main event.
Ladder match action underway here.
And given the athleticism of these women, this one promises to be can't miss.
What a stomp.
Good grief.
This might be it.
Oh, my. Ooh, what impact.
Gotta wonder how this is gonna end, Byron.
Whatever happens, it's not gonna be good. I can tell you that.
Oh, look at this, raining down sharp elbows.
I know anything is possible, but I just can't envision a new champ being crowned here tonight. The champ just comes into tonight with too much momentum.
Looking a little dazed here.
Yeah, she's definitely not looking herself right now, Cole.
Byron, I agree that the champ comes into tonight with a great deal of momentum, but like you said, anything can happen. We've seen champs get upset in the past. Who's to say it can't happen again here tonight?
Agreed. I don't think anybody expected Eddie Guerrero to defeat Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship back in 2004, but hey, it happened. And it's further proof that any superstar can beat any other superstar on any given night.
Fireman's carry. This doesn't look good, Corey.
Couldn't agree more, Cole. This has got trouble written all over it.
Nope, reverses it.
Look at her go.
Brain buster!
I can't believe it, Michael. That'll likely do it, Michael.
Now back to the ring. She's getting that ladder position perfectly.
Well, setting it up is one thing. Climbing it is entirely different. Assault on the lower back.
I think she's trying to prove a point here.
This is definitely where you want to be at this point in a ladder match. But beware, just because you're the only one in the ring doesn't mean you're guaranteed a victory. Just ask The Miz.
The champ looking a little uneasy here. This title defense is starting to take it out of her, guys.
Looks like she's starting to stand on spaghetti legs.
Oh, what a high kick.
Incredible.
The Miz, as Byron was saying earlier, was seemingly the only one in the ring capable of grabbing the Intercontinental Championship during the WrestleMania 32 ladder match. But his history will tell you he was in for a rude awakening.
That's right. The Miz was just seconds away from winning that match, and he would have if it wasn't for that punk Zack Ryder. But hey, I guess even a blind squirrel finds a nut every now and then. And don't even get me started on the blind squirrel's father. What the heck was he wearing?
She might have it. Heading up the ladder now.
This could be the beginning of the end.
Guys, this has easily been one of the most exciting ladder matches we've seen in quite some time.
We got our money's worth with that one. Take a look.
This was another great moment. Look at her go. Ain't nothing better than action like this.
here is your winner, and still Women's Wrestling Champion, Precious P. Clark.
Big win here.
The wait is over. This one's for all the marbles, and it's coming up next.
We have a real fan favorite taking on some tough competition.
Nothing like a championship match.
Oh, fuck. Take your hit. That was an amazing first match here at FMW Battlefield 3.
The following contest is a tables match.
And here we are
for the Intercontinental Championship.
with the second match of the night. My co-host, the unpredictable Wayne Miller.
Introducing the
FMW wants to
challenger
welcome everybody
from
here tonight
Victoria, South
as we
Africa,
begin
weighing
yet
in at
another
246
FMW Battleground.
pounds, Seth Shields.
Battlefield.
Byron,
No.
what does a competitor
Sorry,
have to do
I'll have to apologize
succeed
for my
in a tables
co-host.
match?
Well, you
Here
obviously
tonight.
want to do
I
everything
think he was
you can do
hanging
to
out
put
with
your opponent through a
Sokolov.
table. But
If you guys don't know who Sokolov is, tune in to a
Unlike
Tuesday
other
night
environments, in a tables
edition
match,
of Underground.
One wrong move could mean the end
But
of your night.
here we are, right here. It's the Intercontinental Championship on the line. Tables match. Seth Shields versus your Intercontinental Champion, Richard Amir.
Sounds more like you were hanging out with Sokolov.
I didn't mismention the name of the third time pay-per-view.
Okay, I was hanging out with Sokolov.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, here he is now, your Intercontinental Champion, Richard Amir.
You know, I feel like we didn't even get to fully brief the audience about how competitive Seth Shields is as a champion. Or not as a champion, but as a top contender at the moment. And since I've had yet another slip up so far, the champion, Richard Amir, again, just as competitive as Seth Shields, and I'm kind of at odds as who's going to win here tonight.
Richard Amir used to be one half of a tag team of a superstar who was released not too long ago, and since then he has took off on a singles run where he became the Intercontinental Champion. I believe this is his second title reign as Intercontinental Champion. Do not quote me on that, but I'll have to get the facts on that for Purgatory. But yeah, no. Richard Amir is definitely a superstar to be reckoned with here at FMW Purgatory.
And we're underway. Looking at these two men, I don't think there's going to be anything traditional about this one-on-one matchup.
Man, my body hurts just thinking about the punishment one of these competitors is about to go through.
Amir with a strong front kick. Seth Shields on the ground taking stomps now.
That's how you wear down your opponent. Oh, continuing to punish them. Oh, my goodness, crushing it.
Seth Shields coming back up.
What a stomp.
Ooh.
Good grief.
You know that had to hurt Amir.
Right off the bat, Seth Shields being relentless, just kind of like you were talking about, or trying to get out there during Richard Amir's entrance.
Yeah, situations like
Seth
this
Shields
usually
is a force to be reckoned with. He always has been. He's always jumped to the top of the competition. If you were going to have to predict a winner here, unpredictable, who do you think is walking away with the title?
You know, if I had to pick someone, I want to say Seth Shields, but that I don't want to say it fully because that's going to discredit, in a way, Richard Amir, who again is an amazing competitor and fights till the very end. But I feel like Seth Shields just has a little bit more experience in the ring, and I think that really shows as far as where he places himself in the ring when it comes towards the end of the match.
Has to do with this match in the ring right now. This is easily one of the most anticipated title matches in recent memory.
You know, I'd have to agree with that. It probably is one of the most anticipated title matches of the night. One of the other anticipated title matches you are in later tonight. The Extreme title is on the line between you and Blade in another bout. What are your plans for tonight?
You know, I don't like to brag or anything, but when it comes to being FMW Extreme Belt Champion, five times, I'm kind of running this high streak, and I don't think Blade or anyone who could ever even consider to be top contender could ever stop me or even stop me put together. So I'm not even worried about it.
Not to cut you off there, but it looks like Seth Shields is taking advantage of Richard Amir setting up the table. Oh, a reversal by Richard Amir. Oh, Richard Amir gonna hopefully put Seth Shields to the table. He's planning. Oh, but he overshot.
Folks, the title is on the line in this one, and I can't remember a more
now back to that match.
Title defense.
I have not got to speak with Blade except for after your guys' last bout, you attacked him on his way to the ring.
You know, I did attack him on his way to the ring, but I have to say that I'm
singles title
preparing.
Doesn't gain you instant
I feel
entry
that
into the Hall of Fame,
Blade
but it sure
has
gets you
been
a whole heck of a
weakened
lot
by
closer.
his strength. He's been weakened by his popularity,
Be
and I feel like me weakening him is going to bring out his
and there he is. Richard Amir goes through the table. Seth Shields is the victor.
Just like Amir brought Blade's greatness,
some of the great action.
or he's going to bring out mine. But personally,
and here's the last look.
I don't think that belt's going anywhere. An amazing bout here. Seth Shields taking the victory. But
Here is your winner,
it was a hard-won fight. Amir giving several massive blows. But in the end, Seth Shields just had victory.
And if that match is any indication of what
that was a crazy bout there. I cannot believe Seth Shields is walking away as your new Intercontinental Champion, as just coming over into FMW Purgatory to even be in the running for this belt. But there you have it, folks. Your new Intercontinental Champion, Seth Shields.
The wait is over. This one's for all the marbles, and it's coming up next.
Well, my broadcast partner had to walk away for this one.
Versus a formidable opponent.
Good luck tonight in your matches, both Blade and the Unpredictable. Our main event tonight, folks, is a 8-man ladder for the Extreme Case. The winner of the Extreme Case gets an opportunity whenever he pleases. So that's going to be an awesome event. Main event right after the World Global, or sorry, the FMW Global Championship is on the line. So do not go away.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match and is for the Extreme Championship.
Guys, we're getting the night started with an amazing matchup here.
You're absolutely right, Cole. In fact, I don't think there's a better way to start this night than with this match right here.
There's the unpredictable, your Extreme Champion making his way to the ring to fight Blade. Blade is FMW. He's been with us since the beginning.
Guys, what better way to start the night off than with this one?
I can't think of a better match to kick the night off, Michael. In fact, we haven't even gotten started yet, and I can assure you that this will be a tough match to follow.
He is most ready for a fight here tonight. He does not plan on losing this Extreme title he has worked so hard to reclaim.
Introducing the challenger from Melbourne, Australia, weighing in at 250 pounds, Blade. Introducing the champion from Des Moines, Iowa, weighing in at 206 pounds, he is the Extreme Champion, Wayne the Unpredictable Miller.
This has all the makings of a legendary night. Singles action is underway, and in this one, I wouldn't attempt to predict what's going to happen. I'd just be ready for anything. Sometimes that's all you can do.
These guys are undoubtedly going to give us a show here tonight.
Right off the bat, both superstars coming with the reversals. Wayne with that overhand punch and a suplex, belly to belly right there. Blade with her roll reversal, and Wayne with his reversal to stomp! And he's down. Kick to the back of the neck.
Grief.
And look at front.
Oh, Wayne was up, and then he was down right on the back of the head. Oh, the back.
Right to the spine.
The challenger's starting to slow down a bit here.
We all know, though, this guy has plenty of fight left in him.
Hey, you're going to absorb some punishment in a wrestling match. It just goes along with the territory, and he knows that. I doubt he's all that concerned at this point.
This match is so
neck
evenly
breaker.
contested right now that it's almost impossible to pick a winner. I guess we'll just have to settle in and enjoy the action. A lot of people are saying the champion has never looked better, but that doesn't mean we can't see an upset here tonight.
Blade is not backing down here. He is not holding back.
He's making a statement here with this attack.
He's looking at it.
Oh, massive elbow.
The crowd's on the edge of their seats. Nobody does it better.
Oh, going into a
As Byron
spin.
was talking earlier about the champ
It's unpredictable.
being a heavy
Hold
favorite
on
tonight, I
here.
couldn't help but think back to the night Santino Marella defeated Umaga for the Intercontinental. Just launched.
I'm not sure how much he has left.
Look at this. And the champ kicks out. Wow. Float over.
And it'll break your crown.
When this guy's on,
DDT by Unpredictable. Unpredictable rolling out of the ring. What is he looking for here? Looks like he's going for a weapon.
he's looking
Unpredictable back in the ring. He's got a baseball
Michael, his
bat.
legs look like they're about to give
Oh,
out.
Blade! Oh, and he throws it out. Unpredictable. Thinks that's it as he kicks him.
Can he finish the job?
Now he's going for the finisher.
He might have it.
Oh, that was a super kick. I think it's all over here. The unpredictable
Cover, can
kick.
he do it?
1,
Look at the
2,
steal one there, perhaps.
Blade kick.
Yeah, he's
Blade
not
kicked
done
out.
yet.
That is crazy.
the champ to the top turnbuckle.
He's calling
Oh,
for
what's he doing?
He'd be wise to stay right there. Look at this.
Oh, elbow from the top rope.
I think we're about to
Oh,
see
he's
a
going
high-risk
back
move
up.
from the top rope.
Oh, he missed that one. As Blade rolled out of the way. Blade going into a move. Oh, and here we go with the cover.
And that was only a one. Too soon.
Wayne or Blade reversed that. Wayne's up, Wayne's down.
Guys, a
Reversed
loss here
by
for the
Wayne.
champion
Wayne
would
belly
be
belly.
incredibly
He
embarrassing,
throws Blade.
especially considering all the trash talking I'm told that's been going on behind the scenes. I don't want to reveal my sources, but let's just say there's been some pretty harsh words being tossed around.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Wayne knocks Blade to the outside of the ring, and that's where the action will continue.
Just carrying the opposition here.
But you can't carry your opponent all day. You gotta make a move eventually.
I don't know who your sources are, Corey, but it wouldn't surprise me at all to learn that the champion has been a little cocky. Uh-oh. Boom! Scorpion death drop.
Don't
That
be
was a
surprised if
hell
you
of a
drop
move
your
there by
champion.
Blade on the outside. But the Unpredictable reacted quickly to get out of harm's way. Oh, you got to think. Did that move already do its damage?
Oh, he's such a tough target.
Ooh, kick to the face.
The Unpredictable going back to the bat. Oh, but he throws it down. He said, I don't need that bat.
I can't believe everything that's transpired thus far. It's been so physical.
Oh, he's going to finish him off here on the outside, but Unpredictable, you can't pin on the outside.
Technique.
And there it is,
What
the
a
Unpredictable
comeback.
kick to the side of the head, and it is all over. Oh, he's clubbing him. Oh, Blade reversed and slapped. He slapped the Unpredictable. Unpredictable reversed, kicked him in the head, threw him into the announce table.
Melee, pandemonium.
Oh, right into the steps he threw, and Blade has to have felt that one.
Quick thinking to avoid
Blade
that
trying to get out of there. He knows he's in a bad situation. But here's this. Now Unpredictable's in one. Unpredictable's up. Unpredictable is down right on his back.
Can he finish him off here?
Jeez, I felt that one over here.
Back now inside the ring.
He's got him inside the ring now. Blade just needs to get in there and pin him if he wants to win this. Blade, why are you showboating?
You know an Extreme Rules match is going to be dangerous.
There he goes. One.
Championship on the line.
Two.
This guy just refuses
Unpredictable
to quit.
kicked out.
I'm just as shocked as everyone else, Cole. His opponent included.
Oh boy, he
Unpredictable trying to keep his title here tonight. He wants to be reigning and defending for weeks to come.
Getting it done.
Oh, Blade with a sick move there.
He has left. Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
Oh, he turns it around.
Unpredictable reverses. Kick.
Lights out.
This could be all it. Is he going to land the unpredictable kick?
We have seen him here.
Oh,
The unpredictable kick. Is it over?
No way the champ can lose now.
Here's the pin. Title
One,
on the line.
2, 3. It's all over. Unpredictable retains his championship. I can't wait to ask him about it when he gets back here at ringside, but Unpredictable retained his title against Blade. No blood was drawn. There was hardly any carnage. There was one weapon used. The rest of it was just themselves and their surroundings.
And this is how he ended it.
Here is your winner, and still Extreme Champion, Wayne the Unpredictable Miller.
And the first match of the night comes to an end in thrilling fashion.
Yeah, the performance put forth in that match tells me we're looking at somebody who will someday, very soon, be competing in the main event.
Cole, someday soon you will be getting fired. This is not the first match of the event. This is the third match of the event. Fourth match coming up next. Here soon. Stay tuned.
The wait is over. This one's for all the marbles, and it's coming up next.
In a match I am sure we will not soon forget.
Well, here he is now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome your FMW Extreme Champion, Wayne Miller.
You know, I knew I had glorious greatness in me, but to be verified in the ring, to be verified by my competitors and the audience, it's a whole different story. Blade fought one hell of a match, but in the end, I think there's only one person that truly deserves to wear this belt 5 times, and it's the guy currently wearing it.
Now, is that the last you think we've seen of Blade?
You know, Blade is, the entire time I've known him, been one brutal competitor, and I don't think there's ever going to be a last time that we see Blade.
Well, it's at least the last we've seen him of tonight, I think, as we move on into the FMW ANARCHY the FMW Purgatory Tag Team Championships on the line in a Tornado Tag Team Steel Cage match. It's the Belfast Invasion versus the Infiltrators. Unpredictable. Your prediction.
Well, when we're talking about Belfast Invasion, we're talking some of the biggest tag team names, not only names, but men in FMW. As far as tag teams go, pound for pound, these are the biggest competitors. But when we're talking about the Infiltrators, we're talking about competitors that have fought every possible way. They know how to jump aerially. They know how to pin you in the ring. They know how to make you submit. They've done everything that there is to do.
You know, I'd have to agree with you on that. The Infiltrators. They are a crazy team all in themselves. Behemoths. These men are huge.
Sounds to me, guys, like this crowd is ready to get this night started.
They're not the only ones, Cole. It seems to me that these superstars want nothing more than to get their hands on one another.
The Belfast Invasion's leaders in a match later tonight with the Demon Clark himself.
You know, I don't like when you mention that, May. It's scary.
But we'll have to talk about that later tonight. Maybe even next. Not quite too sure on the card. I don't have it sitting in front of me here. With all the chaos going on at ringside during that Extreme match, I seem to have misplaced my notes. But here we are, the Belfast Invasion. And the Infiltrators. The Infiltrators have been around since the beginning of FMW Purgatory. They've held the FMW Purgatory Tag Team titles more than anyone else on FMW Purgatory. And tonight, the Belfast Invasion are looking to hold these titles for the second time in their career.
You know, as soon as the Infiltrators come in, you know from their ominous entrance, that they're there for business. They're there to do hard work, brutal work in the ring, and go home. Belfast Invasion is a little bit more secretive with their brutalness. They come into the ring dressed like any other wrestler, but in the end of the day, Belfast Invasion is just as brutal as the Infiltrators. Don't let them lie.
You know, if you slip up once, I'm almost for certain the Belfast Invasion is going to take advantage of that moment, and you're not going to like the consequences. You've been in the ring with the leader of Belfast Invasion, ADM, several times. He's even mentioned that at some point he plans on coming back for that Extreme belt.
You know, well, ADM, just like Belfast Invasion, is a professional in the ring, but he's not getting this belt anytime soon, so he's invited, but I hate to give his hopes up now.
Well, here we go, as we get ready for this match.
Psycho on the way to the ring at a combined weight of 653 pounds. The Giant and Psycho.
Steven, back away
the Giant,
from the PlayStation.
Psycho and their opponents at a combined weight of 487 pounds. They are the Tim Case Sheik Sakamoto and Ken G. Sakamoto, the Infiltrators.
Stay tuned.
You chill out, Bam Bam?
Man, this card is just packed with so many great matches.
And here we go.
This one is definitely among the most anticipated, I'd say.
DDT by Brian. Slade working on his opponent, but oh, look at that move, a knee to the face.
Oh, they're going up. This is I feel it's a bit early to be climbing out, but
Brian Slade going for the escape as one half of the Infiltrators tries to knock him down, but he's such a big man.
The challenger's taking on some offense.
Brian Slade just clocked his teammate trying to get to the Infiltrator.
Vicious attack.
Let's take a trip, Cole, shall we? Oh! To the Florida Keys.
Brian Slade has him up, and he's down with a neck breaker.
Looks like he may have let his guard down there for a moment, and it cost him. The good news for him
is the Infiltrator's at a bit of disadvantage at the moment.
He is just relentless. You know, the Infiltrators called for this match. They wanted locked inside with the Belfast Invasion. I don't think it's working too well for him here.
Locked inside with those Giants? I certainly don't want to think about it.
A bad place to be for the challenger. The challenger's starting to feel
They said that they're rooting for the fact that one of them is going to go for the escape with leaving their partner there defenseless for them to try to take on the 2-on-1 advantage.
When this guy's on, look out.
He's looking at it.
Already Belfast Invasion going for the exit, but Infiltrators kick behind him.
The impact. Here he goes. You gotta believe this one's
Brian Slade just non-stop.
A statement.
I don't know why he went for the escape while his guy was up, but an RKO sent him back down. And Brian Jackson going for the escape.
Could Brian Jackson make it out of here before one of the other Infiltrators is able to pick up?
Both of them are coming for him now. Brian Slade's up now.
A 4-man wall mount here.
I don't know if the ring was structurally built for this much men on one side.
This much men? What about this much weight? Just Brian Jackson alone.
Oh, one half of the Infiltrator's going up. Is he going to leave his partner in there by himself? Ooh. Brian Slade dropped the elbow to lead Brian Jackson to defend. Oh, as he pulls him back down, Ryan Slade going for the
Infiltrators
escape.
Almost made a half escape there.
This is just gnarly.
Gets out of the way of that one.
Ryan Slade's
He's
up.
making a statement here with this attack.
A fight going on the wall here.
Harsh impact. This might be it. Oh my.
Brian Jackson knocked his opponent down and is now going for the escape.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
Not today.
Brian Jackson is out of there, leaving Ryan Slade in there against the other two, just like the Infiltrators predicted, but the other Infiltrators going for the escape as well. I don't think that's the right move on his part, because all I have to do is Ryan Slade has to escape to win.
Of course, he understands that now.
Hopefully the other Infiltrator can get in here and stop him, but Brian Slade looks like he's on the mount.
The other Infiltrator doesn't even know where he's at. And it's over.
Belfast Invasion. Victor.
There's been a lot of talk about this superstar.
The Infiltrators were just unconscious this match, it looks like.
I think they just took an advantage of right off the beginning. The Belfast Invasion just didn't let them breathe.
Did not.
Let's look back on the action.
Completely lost the way they were towards the end there, huh?
Highlight for one superstar, low light for another. Look at him go. He ain't playing here. And last but not least,
shut the gate. That was a great match by both teams, but Belfast Invasion walked away with the win, even after the Infiltrators came in here with a plan. But it looks like Belfast Invasion came in with an even better one.
Big win here in tag team action tonight.
Belfast Invasion, like I was saying, just massive competitors. I was surprised the Infiltrators so willing to get into the cage with them.
Don't go anywhere, folks. We're just getting
I don't
started.
think it was a good choice on their part, but here they are, Belfast Invasion, your new FMW Purgatory Tag Team Champion. Well, it looks like I gotta go. I'm going to leave you guys
We've been waiting
with
a long
the
time for
unpredictable.
this. The championship is up for grabs right here next.
You know,
one of our breakout talents
now that
taking on some tough competition.
The total package is gone, I think it's key that I bring to your attention the magnitude of this match. We have two grand competitors. Again, the total package, like I mentioned, an ADM, a man who is likewise on the ranks of me and the Total Package and Blade and Maniac Coleman and many others here at FMW. This is a pay-per-view worthy match you're only going to see here on FMW Battlefield. Again, FMW is sponsored by Fat Money Designs. Get your pins. Sorry, a little bit of technical difficulty there, but we're back. As we were saying, FMW is sponsored by Fat Money Designs. Get your Fat Money Designs merch and pins at fatmoneydesigns.storeenvy.com.
The following contest is a Falls Count Anywhere match, and is for the World Heavyweight Wrestling Championship.
I hope not. The Total Package. No, even better yet, the Demon making his way into the ring. An ominous smog following him, of course. I think it's noteworthy that I announced that tonight will be the first night that the Demon and ADM have ever seen each other in the ring, that have ever fought each other in the ring. This is, like I said before, a pay-per-view worthy match.
I mean, it could very well have been our main event.
The Demon, known for his crucifixions, probably one of the most deadly moves in FMW. I'd like to see how ADM goes to counter that and what his plans are coming into this match. ADM making his way to the ring. ADM is a two-time Anarchy belt champion. You know, I always find it surprising that people tend to underestimate ADM. He comes in as a polite man, as a courteous, kind man, but when he gets into the ring, he changes character completely and becomes a gruesome monster that you just do not want to face. And so I really hope the Demon hasn't done that tonight. Again, ADM's going to have to come with the availability to counter the Demon's vicious moveset, but I'm really looking forward to this match. And if you aren't, you should check your pulse. Getting ready to begin here, moments before the bell.
Introducing the challenger from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 316 pounds, Clark, the Total Package. Introducing the champion, weighing in at 205 pounds, he is the World Heavyweight Wrestling Champion, the one, Aaron.
As I said, ADM a 2-time champion here.
Don't go anywhere.
Massive name here at FMW. Seasoned wrestler and vet in the ring. He's been inducted into the Post of Fame 2 times as well. I would like to bring a little stat correction here. The previous times when I mentioned belts, ADM is actually a 2-time Post of Famer, not a 2-time champion, as his belt count exceeds far past that.
Ooh, what impact.
Cole Clark with a quick reversal here.
What a stomp.
Damage to the back. ADM quick back onto his feet, rolling Clark over. Ooh, ADM with a little bit of stylized damage there. The Demon not ready to give up, not even at 0.5 there. ADM with the reversal. They're back and forthing here.
The champ's starting to stumble a bit. With these two guys, we all knew this was going to be an all-out battle.
He just has to make sure this doesn't get too
ADM into the stairs.
Sometimes momentum has a way of permanently swinging.
Demon doing damage to ADM here.
I know it's somewhat
gruesome with the eye rake.
This could be a pivotal point in this match, guys. Let's see how he reacts.
Truly sensitive.
And a pin attempt. He's a long way from a 3
Again,
count.
this is a Falls Count Anywhere match if you're just joining us.
Not today.
ADM attempting to blow out the knee of the opponent. Several chest slaps.
He's fighting back here.
I expected nothing
less. But the Demon is still on his feet and ready.
This is what makes him one of the
Buster. Can he finish the job?
Moves like that have a way of reverberating throughout the entire body.
And a crucifixion. You know, our second announce team was just saying, but I wouldn't be surprised either. ADM kicks out somehow, almost impossibly. Ooh. Stomp to the face there. But ADM coming back from it.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
The Demon slugging it to ADM here.
He wants it one more time.
Not another one. A second fallen DDT there.
That has got to be it. If at first you don't succeed.
He's lining him up once again. What is this? And a second crucifixion. This has to be it. If ADM is able to walk, I'd be surprised.
And the champ kicks
He kicked? Oh my God, he kicked? Absolute suspense here by both the announce team and the audience. ADM barely able to get his feet here. The Demon taking quick control back of the situation as ADM is barely able to find consciousness here. Throwing him into the ring post. The Demon absolutely vicious here. What is he doing? He's waiting for him. He's gawking him.
Give everything they can to win here tonight.
Oh, he begins to move in on him again. Stomping him.
Playing with him now.
Lining him up one more time.
Great job escaping.
ADM with the reversal.
Back in from the floor.
Into the ring. That's a rarity in a Falls Count Anywhere.
Looking for the exclamation point.
Shoulder package with a hard clothesline there.
He's looking at it.
And a spear. Can ADM get out of this?
And he got a near fall out of it.
I'm surprised he's still alive.
What's it gonna take to keep this guy down?
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Beautiful technique.
Ooh, he goes
ADM just suffering damage left and right all over the ring tonight. Oh, not another eye rake.
This one's over. Going to the top, high risk.
What's he doing? Oh! ADM with the knee to the gut. Absolutely putting a stop to that motion.
He's not in a good spot here, guys.
He simply needs to find a way to regroup.
When right out of the ring, the Demon goes. It seems for the moment at least, ADM has found some relief from the onslaught he was in.
If he sticks this, he is done.
From the top rope.
Look out!
This is
but he misses completely. Landing onto the concrete. ADM might be hurt there.
He gets him with a reversal.
Elbow to the face. And a chest slap, but they're going back and forth at it.
He might have it.
The Demon going for yet another pin. Could this one put him away? And it does! The Demon! Your new champion! The Demon!
And here's a look back at some of the action from the previous match.
Yeah, he's putting in the work. Almost forgot about this.
That's right. That's right, everybody, as you just witnessed.
Very well.
Total Package, otherwise known as the Demon, became FMW World Champion here recently. He'll be back here in just a moment. We'll be able to speak with him after a brief moment.
World Heavyweight Wrestling Champion, Clark, the Total Package.
And that's a win to start off the night.
And you just know the rest of the card is watching in the back, wondering how in the world they're going to follow that.
Believe it or not, that's just the beginning, folks. Stay tuned for more great action.
Up next is the long-awaited championship match.
We have a real fan favorite versus a formidable opponent.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back from my restroom break. Here we have the FMW Global Heavyweight Wrestling Championship, Big Daddy Fatty versus Kid Hayes.
Big Daddy Fatty and Kid Hayes. Again, what an excellent match that was, but we have to move on here to the Global Championship. Yet another amazing belt here that FMW has. Big Daddy Fatty and Kid Hayes, both amazing competitors. Who do you think is going to win?
This is Purgatory's World...
Okay.
This is Purgatory's Global Championship. This is their main title at FMW Purgatory. This is Big Daddy Fatty, who has been a multiple-time Global Champion since coming to FMW. And so is Kid Hayes. He's been playing around in the Intercontinental title field, and now he has finally made his way into the Global, where he won it against several opponents, I believe. I don't have my notes in front of me again. I lost them during the Extreme match and all the chaos.
And it's for the Global Heavyweight Wrestling Championship.
That was a great match earlier, done by the Demon, winning his World Heavyweight Wrestling Championship for the first time.
I think it would be an understatement to say that it was a great match. It was a legendary match, and not just by the Demon either. ADM put up quite a fight and took an extreme amount of brutality in that match, and was somehow able to continue to kick all the way up to the very end.
You know, someday, which I hope it's never anytime soon, if I ever run into the Demon, I expect to keep my distance.
I can't think of a better match to kick the night off, Michael. In fact, we haven't even gotten started yet, and I can assure you that this
now here we are, Big Daddy
Fatty.
Fatty, multiple-time Global Heavyweight Wrestling Champion for FMW Purgatory. He's been a mainstay there, being in multiple main events, and here he is in another slobber knocker, if you will.
You know, Big Daddy Fatty, every time he comes to the ring, is always full of surprises in and outside of the ring. He's a double threat, as you might say.
But here we are, your FMW Global Heavyweight Wrestling Champion, Kid Hayes.
Kid Hayes making his way to the ring here. Kid Hayes, just like Big Daddy Fatty, always brings surprises to the ring, except Kid Hayes is not so much surprise as it is just beautiful movements inside and outside the ring. But it doesn't surprise you because he's so continuous with it.
Yeah, I would have to agree. It's very elegant inside the ring. It's more of an art form for Kid Hayes than it is an actual sport
dance, if you will.
I would very much agree to that.
He's dancing to his opponent's doom, that is.
As we get ready for TLC action, let me point out.
Celebrating all the way, like Kid Hayes does.
Kid Hayes has been fighting for the spotlight since he's debuted back in HWA, which is now FMW Purgatory, because HWA was sold to the none other than Unpredictable Wayne Miller, which you can find HWA now located on Fridays on YouTube on their own channel. Kid Hayes looks amped here tonight, doesn't he, Unpredictable?
He does look amped here tonight, but I believe he always does when he comes in with that amount of energy. That's just what Kid Hayes does.
Or maybe it's just that first big title win glow I'm seeing.
You know, I think it gives everyone who has their first big title win a special glow.
You can feel the electricity.
They just glow into the ring.
This arena. This is going to be some battle. One-on-one, mano-a-mano.
Speaking of first title wins, the Demon walked away with the ANARCHY's World Heavyweight Wrestling Championship. Just before this match, ADM's gonna have a response, you know he is.
He has to. But getting back to this match that we're in here at the moment, Big Daddy Fatty seems to be on the ground. Kid Hayes is a bit lost. Or maybe not at all.
Russian leg sweep.
Kid Hayes playing with his opponent like a mouse.
He wants to chew him up first. Maybe a slam here, a slam there. Then he's going to finish it off.
We've seen champions head into matches maybe a little too confident, only to be picked off in the end. And guys, I can't help but wonder
they seem to be playing with each other
tonight.
They just raced to the table, it seemed like. Kid Hayes is just...
Back in the ring again.
What are these superstars doing?
Speaking of champions heading into matches a bit overconfident, one of the most glaring examples of that would have to be the
Big Daddy Fatty finally remembered what he was brought here to do tonight.
Defense at SummerSlam 1988. We all know what happened to him on that night.
Kid Hayes finally coming out of his daze, but bam, right back down to the ground, and I'm sure that'll bring him back into it.
To the Ultimate Warrior in fewer than 30 seconds.
Ooh, quick reversal there by him. Big Daddy Fatty eating a couple hits. A third one.
Walking around the city earlier today, guys, the only thing
anyone while these guys are going back and forth, I need to talk about the main event, which is right after this 8-man ladder for the Extreme Case, a match that debuts tonight on Battlefield 3. You haven't even been in one yourself.
You know, I think a ladder match is already intense enough when we had our previous match. Now you just want to add more people. I personally think it's an absolutely mad idea, and we're going to love it.
Not only am I adding more people, but I'm adding an opportunity at the top of the ladder at any time you want to cash it in, you can, for the title on your show.
Can you believe that? That's an opportunity you just don't get anywhere here in FMW.
Anytime, any place, you name it, all settings are off, so to speak. All rules are thrown out. It's just whatever you want.
Speaking of opportunities, Big Daddy Fatty here reaching for the belt. Kid Hayes seems to be a bit dazed. Could this be it?
If Big Daddy walks away with this title, you know Kid Hayes will never let it down.
Kid Hayes slipping down the ladder. It looks like Big Daddy Fatty, your victor.
That's exactly what happened here.
And here's another look at what made that match so special.
Again, here in the replay, as you saw, Kid Hayes slipping down the ladder.
Here is your winner and new Global Heavyweight Wrestling Champion, Big Daddy.
Next match.
Kicking off the night. Coming up next, right here, is the match where you can expect the unexpected.
Again, as we were just previously talking about, here's that massive 8-man ladder match for the opportunity to have a title match anytime, anywhere, any rules here at FMW. And wow, I mean, just look at the competition we have. We have Absolute for Sheedy, the Jester, Jackson Wright, Bison, Nightmare King, Chris Blade, Gilbert Chase, and half of a tag team, which is surprising because you don't normally see this competitor by himself, but Derek Lewis here. Sorry about that technical issue, but Derek Lewis normally is a tag team, but he's completely ventured on to solo work here.
And here we go to start this off. Making his way to the ring, Derek Lewis. He started off in FMW as one half of the new NWO with CJ.
Black the Beast, Derek Lewis.
Him and CJ had a falling out where he then moved over to FMW Purgatory.
Now he finds his time completely in solo wrestling work here on FMW, where he does amazing things as a solo competitor.
He recently was injured and taken out, where he's then come back to fight just for this match. This is his return.
Wow, what an opportunity.
But let's move on from here. We have a lot more competitors in this match tonight. And Gilbert Chase.
And from San Antonio,
Gilbert Chase here in FMW Purgatory has held the Intercontinental Championship several times, and he is now moving on to an opportunity at the Global Championship if he can pull off a win here tonight.
You know, I don't think you realize just how much it hurts to be hit by Gilbert Chase until it happens. But he's not one you want to underestimate in the ring
to me,
or
guys,
outside.
like this crowd is ready to get this night started.
They're not the only ones, Cole. It seems to me that these superstars want nothing more than to get their hands on one another.
I wonder how he'll perform here in the ladder match tonight. As I wouldn't say it's his forte, but he definitely has experience here.
He's been in several ladder matches, not being the victor every time, but you know, you don't have to win the match to get experience from it.
Definitely not.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the debut of the Extreme to the Case match that you will see at the main pay-per-view of FMW later this month, where there will be 2 of them, one for Anarchy and one for Underground.
As you can see, our stadium is packed here at FMW Studios. Buy your tickets online at fmw.com. Absolute Rashidi making his way to the ring, an experienced fighter with multiple titles under his belt.
From Long Beach, California, weighing in at 212 pounds, Fresnetti.
Can't wait to see what he does here in the ring tonight.
Guys, what better way to start the night off than with this one?
As Absolute finishes finding his way to the ring here, I'd like to remind you guys that FMW and all of its affiliates are
a tough match to follow.
Sponsored by and associated with Fat Money Designs. You can get your Fat Money Designs merch and pins at https://fatdesigns.storeenvy.com.
Thank you, Unpredictable, for that advertisement. And here we are, Absolute Fresnetti, as he gets comfortable here in the ring.
I think he just likes to adjust to his surroundings before he gets ready to wrestle, you know?
Really? Because I was thinking about maybe giving him a drug test, Unpredictable.
You know, I think he's just adjusting, okay? Every time you get into that ring, you have to adjust, and he just that's how he adjusts, you know? That's how he adjusts to the ring. I say let him do it.
Well, either way, he's been a fierce competitor here in FMW, winning multiple championships. Nothing none of us can take away from him.
Definitely not. Drug test or not, total package.
Bison!
Now, when we talk about fierce competitors willing to hammer your face in, Bison is one of the ones that come to name.
Bison isn't exactly huge, but he's a former Fighting Zone champion from Underground. Now, if you remember the competition on Underground, for no one that is familiar with it, everyone in the Fighting Zone realm is huge. You got a big man like Sokolov, close to 500, 600 pounds, 7 foot tall. You got a man like Taste My Rainbow who's close to 8 foot tall, 600 pounds, just huge men. And this man held a title in the middle of it all.
Not only did he hold it, but he defended it like a champion. And this man is here to fight for the opportunity hanging above the ring tonight. I know he'll be bringing some drama into the ring. If not some drama, definitely some carnage.
Bison's another superstar who's been with FMW since the beginning. The Extreme case hanging high above the ring there. Purgatory's is green. There's a different color for every show. I believe Anarchy's is black and Underground's is white, but do not quote me.
As our next competitor finds his way to the ring, I'd like to remind you all that FMW and HWA are the home of the most extreme and hardcore wrestling in anywhere on the globe.
Weighing in at 220 pounds, the Nightmare King.
The Nightmare King,
Nightmare.
just now coming out, making his way to the ring. I don't know if you've ever watched a match with the Nightmare King, but every time he gets in the ring, someone ends up covered in blood. And most of the time, he ends up pinning them.
The Nightmare King being a former FMW Underground Worldwide Champion.
I mean, just look at the talent we have for this fight tonight, Total Package. This is for an opportunity that any of these men could have earned by themselves, but you stuffed them all in a ring together and told them that they could have it.
And I can assure you that this will be a
tough
match to follow.
All these guys coming over to FMW Purgatory, which is the main host of tonight's pay-per-view. In the last shakeup, if you were not aware of the shakeup, you probably should go look on the group page and locate it, because man, was the shakeup intense.
I mean, when you're talking about completely dividing up rosters that had almost kind of set into their own meta, had kind of set into their ways, we changed up a lot here.
But a lot still stayed the same as we move on to see who's the next competitor here in this 8-man ladder Extreme to the Case match. And making his way to the ring now, it is the Jester. The Jester, another former FMW Worldwide Champion. And also a former FMW Fighting Zone Champion. The man was on Underground since the beginning of Underground.
I mean, in the way that Blade is FMW, the Jester is Underground.
From your darkest fears.
Like you said, this match is jam-packed full of superstars who deserve to be here.
Absolutely talented, legendary, and historically proven in the ring.
I can't think of a better way to kick off this night.
Everyone in this match is ready and willing to create
that definitely would have made
things
better. But
in the ring.
No such luck.
A little flare there by the Jester as he comes in. You know, I heard he's a nice guy to have brunch with, the Jester. Apart from, you know, the feasting on and devouring on the souls of the unborn.
And here we go to see the next entrant in this match. The crowd is just waiting so patiently. And ladies and gentlemen, it is Chris Blade, a former FMW Anarchy World Heavyweight Wrestling Champion.
224 pounds, the King Wolf, Chris Blade.
Now, Chris Blade might be a bit stylized in the way he takes you out in the ring, but don't doubt its effectiveness, because Whether or not he adds all the flair or as little flair as he wants, you're the one getting pinned.
Guys, we're getting the night started with an amazing matchup
Chris
here.
Blade held the FMW Anarchy World Heavyweight Wrestling Championship for a long time before he was traded over to FMW Underground, where he competed in several matches, never seemed to really win any gold, but was always in the matches to be.
Definitely an experienced competitor. You don't necessarily have to win to be great. Opportunities aren't easily handed out here in FMW. Who knows? He might be taking the opportunity that's on the house tonight. All our lights just went out here.
And you would love to know who this is.
Oh yeah. Only the most glorious wrestler in all of FMW, apart from myself, of course, Jackson Wright.
Jackson Wright believes he is wrestling's
doesn't just believe. He definitely is total package. Let's be honest here.
He turns any underwear into a pair of wrestling tights in seconds instead of turning water into wine. He is the wrestling messiah.
Yes.
Jackson Wright.
In fact, Jackson Wright is the wrestling messiah because any match that he gets into is 100% assured glorious.
As he gets lowered down on the forklift here and makes his way to the ring.
I don't think you understood properly. That was not a forklift. That was a cloud seeing his gloriousness and ascending him down to the ring.
Thank you, Jackson Wright, for turning the lights back on for us.
He did say, "Let there be light." Now, you mentioned Jackson Wright's ability to turn underpants into wrestling pants, but I think you're forgetting to mention his ability to turn faces into pins. You know, here in the ring, Jackson Wright truly is glorious, and I'd be surprised to see if he didn't win tonight.
If Jackson Wright walks away with the win, I will be very surprised, but I will not put it past him because any competitor here in FMW deserves to be here.
It's time for our first match of the night, guys, and it looks like we have quite the contest coming up.
And good luck to those who have to follow this one. You're going to need it.
Jackson Wright taking his time getting to the ring because you can when you're that glorious. And this 8-man ladder match just began here. All of our competitors going into instant brawls, inside, outside, everywhere, honestly. A few of them grabbing ladders, but who knows if they'll even be able to make it in with all the competitors here in the fight.
Man, I don't even know who to call. Derek Lewis and the Nightmare King going at it. Jackson Wright and Chris Blade going at it. The Bison and Gilbert Chase going at it. Absolute and the Jester going at it. It is absolute mayhem here at ringside.
I mean, an absolute just collage of wrestlers and damage. I don't know where to begin here, as Total Package was saying, but I think as soon as it begins to clear out a little bit, the herd begins to thin, we'll really start to see some major action. Jackson right here getting stomped. Nightmare King taking some stomps as well as Gilbert Chase gets in and delivers a few to Bison. Jester taking a shoulder from Absolute.
going to take a lot more than this to keep him from climbing that ladder.
Ooh, Chris Blade dropping them 2 knees on the back of Jackson Wright.
Derek Lewis, a Nightmare King, but Nightmare King with a quick reversal on the outside. Chris Blade giving some massive damage to the arm of Jackson Wright. Jester coming to his feet with a reversal in his fight with Absolute. Gilbert Chase reverses Bison's attack there. I mean, just look at the amount of stuff going on in the ring. I can't even keep up as an announcer.
I'm trying to call it for you guys at home, but as a fan, I'm just so enthralled in what's going on. Just trying to keep it all in a line is just...
I mean, the amount of superstars and super-powered moves in the ring going on at a time is just too much to handle. Jackson Wright on the outside at the moment, taking a moment to recover. Chris Blade going to the top rope for Derek Lewis. Bison beginning to win his fight with Gilbert Chase. Jester dropping Absolute for Sheedy on his back.
Gets out of the way of that one. It might be cliche, but it's true here. It ain't over until it's over. Oh boy, he is rolling.
Tear the features clean off your face.
He's on his heels. And at this point, you have to wonder if he can recover from this.
Matches like this really have a way of sapping your energy, as we're seeing with him. He's going to really need to dig down deep if he wants to win this.
When this guy's on, look out.
Just a crazy match going on here.
There is no coming back from that one.
He's making a statement here with this attack. He's starting to stumble here. He may have to start reevaluating.
Jester with some ladder hits. Chris Blade attempting to take it back, though. Multiple fights going on outside the ring.
Impactful. Will jar your spine.
That should do it.
Jackson Wright getting into the ring. Ooh, but a massive ladder hit already. 2, 3 on Jackson Wright. Just that quick. He wasn't even in the ring for 10 seconds and already 3 massive ladder hits. But, ooh, 4 massive ladder hits for Jackson Wright, but he's still fighting back.
No one's going to let just anyone just walk away with that case.
Of course not, especially with the amount of men in the ring ready to fight for him.
No, he reverses it.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Nightmare King thought about going to the top rope, but thought against it. Jackson Wright, ooh, getting dropped on his back by the Jester, but it would have been a good move. The Jester again going for a second one there. Ooh, and you know the Jackson Wright's got to be taking some damage. 2 major fights at least going on outside the ring as Chris Blade attempts to get his breath back. Jackson Wright getting his back hurt yet again there by the Jester. Ooh, and a massive ladder hit there by the Jester sends him bleeding. A second hit to the Jester, and that one looked like it could have hurt, getting between the throat and shoulder blade. Nightmare King and Bison still going at it as Chris Blade has finally caught his breath back, going to the top rope. Gilbert Chase and Jackson Wright going at it as Absolute for Sheedy begins to take the belt, but Derek Lewis is not going to have that, and he's going to knock the ladder down. Gilbert Chase and Derek Lewis knocking the ladder down. Gilbert Chase, no, Jackson Wright actually catching Absolute and dropping him on the ladder.
The tailbone of Absolute landed on the end of that ladder. I really hope he's not injured.
Derek Lewis taking a few hits from Jackson Wright there, but is it going to be enough as Jester stomps him on the way up? Chris Blade sending him outside the ring. Jackson Wright, massive ladder hits to Derek Lewis as a second major fight begins to happen between Bison, Gilbert Chase, and the Nightmare King at the moment. Bison grabbing a secondary ladder and coming into the ring. Nope. As a matter of fact, getting out the ring to go back at the Nightmare King. Obviously, has a personal vendetta going on. Derek Lewis left in the ring alone with the ladder. Maybe could be a big opportunity. Derek Lewis finally realizing his big opportunity, getting up from the mat, running for the ladder possibly. Ooh, but the Nightmare King is there to meet him in. Absolute is there as well, going to the top rope. Going for Bison possibly?
Absolute gave the distraction for Derek Lewis to knock it out of the Nightmare King.
Ooh, and Bison with a massive aerial assault.
Gonna be tough to bounce back.
Derek Lewis setting the ladder up and getting ready for the climb possibly. Everyone too concerned in their own petty fights to realize that Derek Lewis is going for the opportunity. The extreme case, Nightmare King possibly following it up there, but will he be able to stop him? Punches to the guts, assured victory. Ooh, absolutely even getting in on it. But Bison still mad from his aerial assault from earlier, throws him out of the ring. And now it's just an absolute slugger fest between the Nightmare King and Derek, sending the Nightmare King down to the ground. Derek going back for the opportunity, still everyone on the right side of the ring too concerned with their own fights.
Someone better get back in this ring.
Did you hear that thud? God.
The Jester.
They attempt to push him off, but Derek Lewis is a heavy man, but they're both able to do it with teamwork. Derek Lewis laying on the shoulders of Jester and instantly dropped to the ground.
This has been a crazy match, unpredictable. I don't know who's going to walk away with this extreme case, but everyone is trying.
I haven't taken a breath in 2 minutes.
You know, people say that we have an easy job, and most of the time I'd agree with them until a match like this comes on the card.
Absolute Rashidi there, kicking Bison in the face as a massive fight goes on between. Oh, and the fight simmers down. Now it's between two people, but the Nightmare King alone in the ring with the ladder. That fight broke up almost instantly. Jackson Wright, Gilbert Chase, the Jester, Bison are the only members on the ground. The only two members that are awake and conscious.
The King has the ladder. He's going up.
He's looking to get up that ladder, guys.
It's a long way.
He has a hold of the case, unpredictable. He has a hold of the case.
Could he possibly get it before Derek Lewis and Absolute are able to stop him, but it doesn't look like they're going to be able to.
What's coming next?
As you eat your words, and everyone makes it to him, but are they going to knock him down?
Here he goes.
Yep, he's down. Jackson Wright trying to knock Derek Lewis off his feet. Derek Lewis is down. Everyone's in the ring almost except for Gilbert Chase, Bison, and the Jester.
He's too quick for him there. Incoming!
Bison had the ladder but attacked in the back by Chris Blade. Derek Lewis is still one of the only two people in the ring.
Derek Lewis just an absolute tank tonight, knocking Chris Blade to the ground and setting up a ladder. Could this be it?
If Derek Lewis gets his hand back on that briefcase, this could be over.
Jester trying to push the ladder over, but he's not enough. Chris Blade stumbling to his feet.
I don't believe it.
Could it be? Ooh, hits to the back. Stunts him for a second. Jester attempting to push it over again, but it's still not enough.
I think that's it.
Derek Lewis, the winner of the Extreme Case 8-man ladder here at FMW Battlefield.
The first ever Extreme Case match, and your winner is Derek Lewis.
Total package. That was an amazing match, wasn't it?
It was an amazing match, but even more so, it was an amazing card. This is our last match here tonight. Thank you all for joining us. FMW Battlefield 3. I can't wait to see what we do for 4.
This has been your co-host, Wayne Miller. I'm here to sign off. I'm leaving you with the total package.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was it right there. Derek Lewis gets the Extreme Case. When will he cash it in? No one knows. Thank you for watching another episode of Fat Money Wrestling. We'll see you next time.